A little coach's caravan.
Let's do it.
I know you and I are excited because it's minimal stops this year.
That's
James
right.
Franklin caravanning in the greater Penn State area. I think D.C., New York, the Philadelphia area.
Yep.
Sadly, I don't think we're going to make any of the stops. I know you're pretty brokenhearted.
Bummed.
But James Franklin's going to be available, Greg. And what are some questions, maybe in a perfect world, if you could answer them? What would you like to ask James, and what would you like to get an answer about?
Yeah. I mean, I think as we look at May here, June, July, August, the question really becomes. There's a couple ones that come up often. Transfer is always the biggest one. Once the spring semester ends, a lot of people start to wonder: is anyone going to look for greener pastures? Is anyone going to, see the writing on the wall that they're not going to play maybe as much as they want, and therefore they take their credits that they got in the spring semester and decide to go somewhere else. So I think that's one question that always comes up at these events in May. It's usually not answered, but it's always among the top of the curiosity list. So be curious to see about that. And I think beyond that, it's just, where things stand is probably would be more for Sandy Barbour, who's also on the caravan. But where things stand with all these renovations. We heard this great master plan a while ago now, and Beaver Stadium wasn't necessarily at the top of the list. That was, a part of the plan that was way down the road. But there's a lot to get done, and it'd be interesting to hear where exactly things stand from a fundraising perspective. A lot of fans are ready to see, what can be new, what can be done, and they've done a lot already, but the desire to improve never stops. So,
how about beers at Beaver Stadium for Sandy? That's a question for Sandy. I think they had, alcohol sales in the suites or something?
I believe
but not to the general public.
Right.
I bet you the average fan would probably want to ask Sandy a question about that and get a straight answer.
Right.
Because I think hopefully that day is coming.
Yeah,
maybe beers in the press box.
Sure,
that would be a question for me. I don't know if I get a straight answer from her, but in all seriousness, with James, if we could get straight answers, how many guys is he really looking at middle linebacker? It would be one.
Yeah.
How healthy is Torrance Brown, the veteran defensive end?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Is he in the plan for the rotation in the fall? And who's going to be the right guard? Is Michael Mennett really the guy? Are they going to move Bates, or are they content with 3 veteran tackles? And that means maybe Will Fries takes a seat. Also, is there going to be a tight end show up at all to the party in 2018? All good questions. I'm sure James would probably answer a couple of them the way that only he can, but I think we're going to have to wait until August.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be some real interesting questions because there's a couple of blue chips arrive, and I think by the end of August, those are going to be some questions about Mr. Slade and Mr. Shorter that I think James is he going to give them the green light?
Right. Yeah, we'll wait and see.